Hey, and welcome back to Advanced SkyBlock Episode 3 with me, Elaney. Today we're just going to finish off a few bits and bobs that we didn't get done at the end of the last episode, such as doing just some design details on the house, doing some finishing touches to the outside and inside, just getting it all looking a bit nicer. Later on, we're also going to work on building a mob farm so we can start harvesting those resources and sell them to the villagers in the lobby for some silver and gold coins. So hopefully sooner rather than later we can move on to exploring one of the new chunks that we have still to get unlocked. So at the moment, just doing some finishing touches on the roof that I didn't do last time. Such as putting just in a bit of a wall here. Going to put in a bit of a window as well, though at the moment the window is going to be a bit useless as I have no plans to have a second floor at the moment. I said before that might change. Over time, obviously I will probably expand the house, expand the storage, all that stuff. But for right now, I am focusing my efforts on harvesting resources to progress to the different chunks. Currently, we do have our little mob platform that you can see over in the corner over there. But while it's not bad, it's nowhere near as good as it could be. And even though I will be building a mob farm later, it won't be the best. It will work for my needs. But at the moment, I'm going to continue building, so going to hop into a time lapse. Enjoy! little visitor, do we now? What does she want? Standing over there looking at me. What is she going to do? Oh, what a lovely way to greet me. Didn't quite think I'd push her off though. Oops. Hopefully she doesn't decide to come and get vengeance upon me. I would like not to die. I have died quite a few times already in the building of this mob farm. Oh well. Oh!
Why are there so many bees? Seriously. There is so many of them. We will have to deal with them at some point, but not right now.
Right, I'm back with you. We've made some progress on the mob farm, as you will have seen in the time lapses. It's quite a small one, definitely not the most efficient design at all. However, on a normal survival world, I don't think you'd be able to get away with this. I think it would be completely useless. However, with this being a skyblock, and there already being limited places where mobs can spawn, as long as my main island is lit up, this will be the only place they can spawn on. So for skyblock, it's not too bad. However, I really don't think this would work in normal survival Minecraft. However, there are plenty of tutorials online on how to do them. So if you're looking for a mob farm that will work for normal survival Minecraft, there are plenty of designs out there for you to look at. Because certainly this one is not my own design. I couldn't even tell you where I got this design from. And even if I did, it probably wasn't even them that originally designed it. I have seen this design of Mob Farm many times by quite a few different people. So here we are, just doing the water pushing mechanism along the bottom that will push them into a hole, because they're going to die by a fall. The fall's going to be about 25 blocks ish, so it should kill them 99% of the time. They do survive on the odd occasion that one of them is wearing armor or some such like that, but they're easy enough just to run down and kill with a sword. And if I remember my research, I'm pretty sure they are far enough away not to interfere with the one spawning inside. However, I could be wrong. So for the moment, there's not going to be an automatic collection system at the bottom. I'm just going to stand down on the little platform myself and collect the drops, so that way I can test on how good it is, how many drops it's given me, because if I do need to make any adjustments, it will save time in the long run, though hopefully I won't have to make any adjustments and it will be good enough for me just to get on with building a collection system and a storage system for it. Oh, I managed to collect that one. That's the only thing about SkyBlock is if you mess up your build as well, you're going to lose half your items when you're taking it back down again, which is no fun. So the way the mobs are going to be killed in this is just going to be a drop. 24 blocks, which will kill most of them, as I said before. No fancy mechanisms in this, just your bog standard mob farm and collection system when I do eventually get round to it. Just fill in the floor in now. This is where the water's going to go, so should everything go to plan, this is going to be the bottom floor. They'll all get pushed into the centre. Though by the looks of it, I did not make enough slabs. No surprise there. If you watched the last episode, you'll know I said did not prepare enough blocks, and it's the same with this. It's something I am very bad for. I always underestimate how much I'm going to need for any projects, which can get quite annoying, especially when you constantly have to run back and forward, because it's not just once or twice I underestimate, it's every time. Hopefully I'll learn eventually, but on the other hand, I'm not so sure. While this version of Minecraft, the Bedrock version, I've only been playing for about 8 or 9 months, and before that I was playing Java, and altogether I've been playing Minecraft for about 8 years, so if I haven't learned by now, I don't think I will. So, I don't believe the saying an old dog can't learn new tricks, but I'm not going to get my hopes up either. Anyway, let's get back down here and get back to it. If I can get on the right ledge. Right, so we only got a few more blocks to do. I don't know whether I'm going to put signs in the middle or if I'm going to extend the water bit slightly, because they're not actually quite long enough. They need to be 8 blocks for a water stream. But I'll just finish it off for now. Let's see if I can get through. Take this down. I'll use the floor above to get into the bit I need to from now on. Finish it off from this bit will probably be easier than trying to get in from underneath. That's just asking for a fall. And I've accidentally put blocks in the wrong place. I do need to pay more attention. Anyway, let's take these back if I can. Oh, no, lost most of them. Right, I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll be back with yous in a little bit. Diamonds, baby! The first diamonds I have found myself. Ooh, yes. I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet. Probably a better pick. I do actually have some iron now as well, so that's good. I'm back with you. The mob farm is almost done. Just some finishing touches, which is the collection system and storage. It's just going to be a simple collection system: minecart hopper, rail, minecart unloader, and a little chest to store the stuff. I might eventually expand the storage, but at most, just now, it's just going to be a double chest. I've made some rails and powered rails. Probably not going to be enough, but I would rather do less than too much, because iron and gold is very much precious at the moment. I would like to keep most of my gold as the coins for getting a new key. And I'm hesitant to use too much of my iron because I don't have a lot at the moment. I seem to have better luck with diamonds than iron, which is something I'm not used to. Right, just going to make a couple of chests and then going to put this system in. So I've just been to get some water, so that way I can safely put blocks underneath where I need to go. It's the only method that's really the safest. Unfortunately, you can't place blocks underneath from the top side. So I'm just going to place this water here and put in some slabs underneath, ready for the rails to go in. I can't believe I made that jump before. Well, I didn't quite make it. I bounced, but I survived. It didn't kill me. I'll even tell you a little secret. I've tried making that jump a couple of times before, and it's actually the first time I've made it. Though I don't think I should really do it again. I shouldn't get into the habit of doing that because it's quite easy to miss, and if I miss, my character is dead, and that's just a pain in the ass. Right. I know it's the only way to place the slabs underneath, but hovering about in water is really quite awkward. It's not the most fun thing to do. Hopefully the rails I've got will do most of it, and I'll only have to make a little bit more. Right, go. Yes, managed to place it there. Ooh. And finally this bit, and then I just need to start putting the rails down once I've got these slabs in here. At some point I probably will expand the mob farm, but that'll probably be a few episodes down the line. For now, this will do. Also, as common in SkyBlock maps, even cobblestone is a limited resource. It's not quite so bad now because you can mine in the other chunks, which I was quite glad about. It's still not as common as it is usually, and while I don't mind mining, I also don't want to spend hours mining just to get loads of cobblestone, so I'll probably just let it build up naturally from when I'd be mining for iron and diamonds anyway. And then when I feel like I have enough, I will get some for expanding the mob farm and any other little bits and pieces that I want to do. I'll also want some more for expanding my house when I get round to doing that. Right, let's get you in there. Yep. Ooh, a mob just fell on me. Thankfully, when mobs hit you from falling, they don't do you any damage. That would not be fun while doing this. Right, oh, I missed a couple blocks here. Let's get them in. Ooh. And that is our little rail platform done. Now just need to get the rails in, and then our system will be almost complete. But anyway, I will get that done and I'll be back with you again shortly. Right, so now all we have left to do is the little circuit and collection system. So this circuit is quite a basic one, just need a redstone comparator, a redstone torch and one bit of redstone dust. It's quite a simple one, I've been using it for a little while. On a lot of my farms I do use a minecart hopper collection system, and oh, it's so handy. What I like about it as well is it doesn't need to be on a specific side. You can do it to the side if that works better, or you can do it the way I'm doing it just now. You can usually adjust it to fit regardless of how your setup is, and it's just so great. I came across it a little while on YouTube. I just typed in minecart unloader and it came up, and used it ever since. I'm actually pretty sure when I looked up the tutorial for it, it was actually for the Java version, but it works nicely on the Bedrock, which I was actually quite surprised about because I had heard and still hear that a lot of redstone stuff is quite different on Java versus Bedrock. There's a lot of things I've not noticed a big difference with, but definitely on the redstone, like, you've got to be careful. Like, I got away with it for this little circuit, but do make sure if you're playing the Bedrock version, you do look for redstone that applies to the Bedrock version. Otherwise, there's a good chance probably not going to work. But anyway, as you can see just there in the video, it is working nicely. So now that is the mob farm all done. It'll be good. I don't have to come over and stand down here when I want it to run. I can just continue doing my bits and bobs in my little house and it will go nicely. But anyway, that's the end of this episode today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next episode, and feel free to leave a little like. Bye for now. Have a good day.